Welcome to the STARS program, seniors taking active roles in society. And now, here's your host, ANITA FINLEY.
Now we're going to have a very interesting food guest. And we have someone that, we do things on law and we do things on entertainment and we have medical. But I love when I have products that I love. And I have recently found a fantastic product called Banana Wave. And I absolutely love bananas to begin with. I usually have one a day. But I met an amazing guy named Steve Gelerman. And he is the founder and developer of what's called Banana Wave. Now, this isn't something that you take into the ocean. I know you got the wave sound and if you take bananas and eat them as you're out in the ocean. No. Steve Gelerman, why don't you tell everybody what Banana Wave is?
Sure. And Anita, thanks for having me on the show again. It's
a
always
pleasure.
a pleasure.
Pleasure.
Thank you. So Banana Wave is basically it's a banana-based beverage that it contains bananas, oats, vitamins, some vanilla, and it's a shelf-stable product. You can buy it next to the almond milk or soy milk or whatever in the center of the store. It's in a bright yellow package. And you can't miss it, and it says Banana Wave on it. And we came up with the product, one, because of the huge movement in plant-based milks. I mean, my kids, they're all, 19, 20 years old, 22 years old, and, they and their friends and, most of the younger generation is not drinking dairy anymore.
Right.
And I myself have stopped drinking dairy, and I got to tell you, and I know, Anita, you and I have discussed this before, when I cut, drink just milk, just dairy milk, when I cut it out of my diet, I've actually felt much, much better on a daily basis. So we looked at, the category itself, dairy milk, and everybody's going plant-based, and I started looking at, almond milk, oat milk, whatever. And the one consistent thing I came across with pretty much everybody I spoke to, and including my own, look at it, is that, they all serve a purpose and they're all great, but none of them actually taste great by itself. It's just, nobody, everybody likes, you got to have a cookie, you have a glass of milk with it. It's great. You can dunk it in, but I don't remember ever waking up in the morning and going, gee, I'd love to have a glass of milk because it tastes so great.
Exactly.
It just is what it is. It doesn't taste bad. It just doesn't taste great.
Right.
So we're like, okay, well, how can we make a milk that everybody will love and it tastes great? So we looked at all different things, and bananas was the number one fruit in the country. And we're like, okay, well, I eat a banana every day, and I know tons of people who eat bananas every day, and banana is the number one fruit in the United States. So we're like, okay, well, what if we took bananas and put it into a plant-based milk? So we we looked at almond milk and oat milk and soy milk and all these different milks, and for all different reasons, we chose oat milk because we thought it was the most sustainable, it was a good, I want to use the word healthy or not adverse to the planet like some of the other ones are. And we made this really delicious, creamy oat milk, and then we just took real bananas, not, no powders or anything like that. It's just an actual banana, and we pureed the banana, put it into the oat milk, and we added a little bit of extra oats in there to give it a little thickness to it, a little vanilla, and then we put a bunch of vitamins in there that the body needs. And then we came up with this beverage, and we have what we call our original, which is banana, and then we have a strawberry banana that we add strawberry. Just like the bananas, it's strawberry banana. And then we have a chocolate one as well, which I know, Anita, you love the hot chocolate. We make
love it.
Hot chocolate.
Love it.
So, all in all, it's a great product. And, listing all the vitamins that were in there without listing them, there's a lot of vitamins in there that are good for the body. But the main ones we put in there are the B vitamins. And B vitamins, they're the main vitamin that converts food into energy. So we looked at it and we said, okay, we now have 60% of the recommended daily allowance of B vitamins in one serving. So you've got the vitamins that are able to convert what you're drinking into energy. Okay, so now what are we converting into energy? Bananas. We all know that bananas are a superfood, high in potassium, high in fiber, high in pectin, which is known as an anti-aging fruit. Because when you eat pectin, it retains water, plumps your skin, makes you look younger. It helps you relax from the potassium. It produces serotonin in the brain. And so now you're converting bananas into energy with the oats that are high in fiber. And it's just a real great, mechanism, I guess, if that's the word you want to use, for the body. You can use it pre-workout, post-workout, during a workout, put it on your cereal, drink it alone because it tastes great. I've seen people bake with it. I've had people send me recipes for banana pudding and smoothies.
Oh, really? Oh, I haven't tried banana pudding. Oh, I got to have that recipe.
I'll send you the recipe. It's actually going to go up on our website soon.
Okay.
And the website is www.bananawave.love, L-O-V-E, and you can check out all the stuff we're talking about on the website.
Oh, the banana pudding. Oh, I remember making that. My mother made that. Oh, my God, I haven't had that so long. Well, so the recipe, right, and so then that's something for me to think about. But let me give you some, I don't think I ever told you this, that one of my cousins, when he was born, was not doing very well. He's now in his 60s, but he was not doing well. And the doctor told my aunt at that time, well, I want you to get bananas and mash them up because, it's like baby food. Mash it up and give him bananas. And it turned the tide for him.
Huh. I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all.
Yeah, he had bananas.
When you go to the assisted living homes and, where, or even the hospitals where the patients are not feeling particularly well at the time, we talk to the chefs in those places because, we're selling them banana milk. And a lot of these facilities, they're like, oh, we have to puree bananas every day, and because it's really good for you, like you just said. But a lot of people who are not feeling it, they can't swallow a banana, so they have to puree it and water it down. And it doesn't taste great because they're watery bananas, and nobody likes it. So when I showed him mine, he's like, oh, my God, they don't have to do anything anymore. They just have to pour it out, and it's got the oats and the bananas, and it's totally drinkable. They don't have to puree anything, and they love it. So believe it or not, we're actually selling quite a bit to those homes, and it gets the vitamins and the bananas into the patients. And from what I've been hearing, it's been working out pretty well.
And so let's talk about this coronavirus that we're in, because when you think of it, if people had stocked up on this, as you said, it doesn't have to be refrigerated. Of course, when you open it, you should refrigerate it, but it doesn't matter because we all have our electricity. But what a wonderful staple it is for you to have there, and you're going to be healthy, and you're going to love it because you won't be able to go out and buy bananas like you're used to doing. At least you shouldn't be out there a lot doing that. So now you can get your bananas with something that really tastes good.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we're all hoping that this crisis will end soon. But in the meantime, you're right, Anita. If you want to, if you're like most people who eat bananas every day, nobody's going to go to the market every day and buy bananas now. And especially if you like smoothies and all that kind of stuff, it's a great thing to have in the house to replace having to run out every day and get bananas and things like that. And then once you drink it once, you're going to be hooked, and it might be a permanent thing in your household.
Yes, I hope it will be. It should be. This Banana Wave, and as Steve said, and by the way, my guest is Steve Gelerman. He's not only the CEO, he is the founder and the developer of this whole wonderful product. There are three of them, as he said. One is strawberry, one is chocolate, and then one is the natural. But there's quite a story. Well, let me just go and say one more thing about the banana. Think about bananas, it's one of the few things that you don't have to clean. You just feel it, when you think of it, because I now get, I get my apples, I get other kinds of things, and I clean the outside, with baking soda. And so But here, this is a natural cleaner. It's wrapped up. It's like a gift, and you unwrap it, and there's your banana. And you know what I've been doing too? I used to have bananas and sour cream. That's what I had with that was years ago. And now I have banana with yogurt. And I just dip it into a little plate of yogurt and just eat it. It's almost like it's like a treat. So for me, bananas have been very important. And when you came up with this and I first met you and saw it, I said, I could not believe it. Now, when you buy them, you have the small packages too, don't you? So people can take them, put them in their car, put them in a lunch for their kids, pack it up. Because you have the regular large size. I don't know, what is it, 32 ounces? Or
yeah, it's a 32 ounce. Actually, in Whole Foods here in Florida, all the Whole Foods carry it in the shelf-stable milk section, where the almond milks are and things like that. And then the small ones are little 8 ounce. It has the little straw that you could punch through the top. And those are available only on Amazon. And through the, to help out everybody through this crisis, we've actually lowered our costs on Amazon by about 40%. And we'll probably keep it that way until this is over, and then we'll just assess where we're going to go from there. But
so what does one of the small ones cost now?
They're under $2.
Amazing.
We had it
fabulous.
We had it on Amazon for a 24 count. It was about $53. We've lowered the price to about $30. And the 12
nice
count,
of you. That's very nice. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And then the 12 counts, we just did our first shipment, but we priced it similar. And those are under $20 a case for 12 of them. But they're great. You throw them in the lunchbox, or now kids are running around at home, so you don't want to be giving them juice every day, because that's just sugar water. But give them something healthy, give them something different that they'll like. And it keeps them full, and it keeps them, not bouncing around all over the place from sugar water. It's great. So we'll keep those low prices for the foreseeable future until things change, and then we'll reassess from there.
Right.
But I also want to mention too, and we starting next month, we will have a mango banana out on the market. So you probably should start seeing that show up in stores probably around, let's see, what are we in now? April, May, June, probably June, July. You'll start seeing it in the stores. And we're probably going to get it up on Amazon even sooner, sometime in May.
I have to tell you that, and I think I mentioned in one of our other shows, of all the fruit, as long as they're good mangoes, I love mangoes, and more than probably anything. And I grew up here in South Florida, and my family had mango trees. I guess I just got attuned to it. But I now buy dried mango so that I can have that mango. I need a mango fix. So now I'm going to be in trouble. I am going to be in trouble with your mango
I'll have to
wave.
get you some.
Yeah, right. Well, let me tell everybody. There's a couple of stories, too, I want to talk about, that how you came up, with the name. That's very interesting because it's a very exciting name. It could have said mango juice, mango something, something. But mango wave, people say, what is mango wave, right? Where did you come up with the wave?
Well, I don't know. We just kind of all sat around a table at the beginning, and we were just throwing out all these names. We had a lot of interns and so younger kids, and people were just like, mango wave, strawberry wave, and we're like, well, it's bananas and everything, so let's call it banana wave. And so we have banana wave mango, banana wave strawberry, banana wave chocolate, and original. And we just floated it around to some buyers and, in the supermarkets, and just focused.
They loved it. I'm sure they loved it.
Yeah.
You don't forget it,
really
right?
cool.
You don't forget that name. That's the whole thing, Steve. It's a memorable name.
Well, it doesn't hurt also that our office is right next to the ocean, so I think it kind of all fits together. That and we're also the product, just in case anyone's interested out there, the product is all natural. It's non-GMO certified, or verified is the word they're using. We use the non-GMO project, which is the one with the butterfly on it. That's it's out there everywhere. It's a vegan, plant-based, non-dairy banana milk. And, it's just got regular, everyday, simple ingredients. There's no, ingredients that have 40 letters in it and stuff like that. It's just really simple bananas, oats, vitamins. That's kind of it. Delicious.
And now the story about finding the right banana. That was a great story. I can't forget that. I want you to repeat that about these are not just any old kind of bananas. No way. They are special, right? So why don't you talk about how that went? Because that took someone who really cared.
That took a long time. So when we started making the product, and I guess consumers would not know this, but when obviously at the beginning we were pureeing our own bananas, but now you can't do that. So we had to go to, this was like after month 2. We had to go to manufacturers that did this for a living and produce the bananas for us in a pureed form that we could just use. And the problem we were having is all of them, and I mean all of them, all over the world, we checked everywhere, in their process, it takes a lot of the sweetness out of the bananas, and it turns it like a yellowish-brown color just because of the cooking process. And, it is what it is, and we went with it, and it tastes great, and it's fine. But I've always, I've been developing products for 30 years. I used to own Ian's Natural Foods years ago. I developed all those products, and I've worked with a bunch of other companies helping them develop products. So I've always been on. So I never let anything rest, so to speak. So I came across every time, once you get bigger and you're on LinkedIn and stuff, once they see, Banana Wave, every banana guy in the world starts calling you. So every time they call and I talk to them, I say, look, here's my problem. And one guy said to me, I can help you fix that problem. I'm like, really? Because nobody else could. So I liked the guy, and it seemed like he knew what he was talking about. And then they're really nice. It's a husband-wife team. So he got his wife on the phone, who's the R&D person for their company, and I told her what the problem was. She goes, well, the problem is, which I can't disclose, but she goes, here's the problem. I said, you know something? That sounds right. So we worked with them for a year, and we just started producing with this new banana. And what it is, it's now the color of a banana. All that odd color is gone, and it's now a thicker, sweeter banana back to when we originally made them by hand. It looks exactly the same. And now we're using them, and the product is just so much better now. It's just really great. Again, not that it was anything wrong with it before, but it's much better. So we have new packaging also coming out. It's much cleaner. It's got a wave on the front. You'll start to see it out there. When we got the non-GMO project verification and put it on the package, and we're like, okay, well, if we're going to change the packaging, we might as well update it a little bit. So when you see it out there, you'll know that that's the new formula, and it's got the wave on the front. So. Oh,
okay, because I've loved what your packaging looks like, but I'm sure you've worked on it long enough. Why did it take you a year to work on getting the new banana? What took that long?
So there's a big difference between making it in the lab and then making 40,000 pounds of it at a time. We go through, millions of pounds of bananas every year, and we knew how to do it, but because it was different, their equipment that was in place didn't do it that way because it's not their regular way of doing it. So we had to spend some time and custom build some attachments to the machinery for them to be able to do that. So now we've worked out a deal with them where we're the exclusive purchasers of this particular banana puree. So we're the only ones that can use it. And we own the equipment that alters what they're doing to produce it. So it's a great, it's a great relationship. And, it works out great for us. It works out great for them. And it makes our product a lot better. So,
well, Steve, I just want everyone to know who I'm talking with. Steve Gelerman. He's actually not only the CEO, but you can hear He is the founder and inventor of this wonderful Banana Wave product, which comes now, at the current time, it comes in 3 different tastes, which is, as we said, it's the natural, the original, and then there's a strawberry, which is very delicious, and then there's the chocolate. Now, let's go back to the strawberry. So do you use real strawberries in this?
Yeah, we kind of went through the similar process that I just described with the banana, getting someone to make it the way we want it. So it was, because at the beginning, we were buying strawberries and we were putting it into blenders and pureeing the strawberries, and that's what we were using. And for some reason, the strawberries, it wasn't being changed as much as the banana was through the process. So just with a quick tweak here and there, we were able to get what we wanted. But yeah, it's regular strawberries. It's not there's no colorings added or to make it look like it. It's no powders or anything like that. It's just plain old strawberries. So it's like you make your smoothie. You throw in your bananas, you throw in your strawberries, and whatever else you want in there, and that's exactly what it is. And I think that's why a lot of people use our product as a base, because it has the vitamins they want, it has the bananas they want, it's in a liquid form with the oat milk, and then you have your chocolate or your strawberries. And I know most people, they'll throw it in a blender and maybe throw in some almond butter or some protein or whatever they're looking for. But it's really simple. You don't need 100 ingredients, and it's fast. So that's what the great part. And too, when you buy bananas, most people, even especially if there's only 1 or 2 people at home, and you buy bananas, I can't tell you how many times, I cut them up and freeze them, and I use them later. But it's a pain. And now I just open my Banana Wave and pour it in, and I'm done. There's no waste, no cutting up bananas, no bags of frozen banana slices in the freezer.
No.
It's great.
Well, I haven't tried it yet, and I'm just going to tell you that I'm going to try to make a hot dessert out of something with the Banana Wave. I haven't figured out what, but I'm going to use it as the liquid. I like to do this because I can take these, you can buy the ready-made little, flat cookie, I forget what you call them. They're just plain things you can put in your frying pan and, heat them up, and then almost roll some fruit in there, and then, but instead of putting oil, put in some of the Banana Wave. I haven't worked it out yet, but I was very excited. Yeah, I was, right, it is good.
I like that.
I was very excited about what we can use as a part of a dessert, that's because I don't know what heat's going to do to it. I haven't tried that yet, but as long as it's not going to burn it.
No, it's fine.
No,
I've seen people make chocolate banana bread, banana crepes.
Oh, really? I was thinking of crepes. No, it was the crepes that I was thinking in my mind. So I need to figure out about the crepes and how I'm going to do that.
Let me know how it comes out.
Yeah, right. I'm going to work on it because I like to do things like that. In fact, I just made pancakes the other day, and I used elderberry syrup, which was fantastic. So, but the mango is going to be a very big hit. Now, are you not going to, since mangoes you can't always buy them, the right ones. You can buy all kinds, but I think you're going to have, unless you've already created this, but there are certain kinds of mangoes, I'll use the word Hayden mangoes, that come out down here, which are spectacular. And not all the mangoes you can find taste the same. You probably know that by now.
Oh, we went through, I can't even tell you how many. And as a matter of fact, when I was developing it, I almost gave up. I'm like, this is just not going to work.
Right.
And we finally found a region again, I don't want to disclose what we're using, but there's a particular region that grows mangoes, and they sent me a sample, and as soon as I taste it, I'm like, this is the one. And right now, we can only use mangoes from this one particular region. So we're probably going to, at some point soon, be limited to how much we can produce, to how much they can grow.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I was going to say so. That'll be very special.
Like
right, so I'm going to have to buy a lot of it and store it.
Yeah.
Because I can see that, because mango is different than the strawberries and the bananas. So that's very, brave of you. But if it's good, it will sell out. It will absolutely sell out, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. We're working on a tropical one too. We're going to call it Tropical, and it's going to have bananas, pineapple, and coconut.
Oh my God!
So we thought that would be really.
Oh,
cool
I can taste it already. Oh yes, you really are onto something. You're really onto something, Stephen. Of all the things you've produced, is this your favorite?
My favorite right now is the mango.
No, I don't just mean that. I meant
you mean
your
the drink
favorite.
Itself?
Yeah.
Oh, by far.
Right.
I mean, I'm not a, I'm not a junk food eater, but I'm not a health nut by any means. I'm not like eating kale for breakfast type of thing.
Right.
But I love fruit and I love staying healthy, and I'm what I call, I'm a self-proclaimed middle American eater. And, I figure if I like it, most people will, because I think I'm just your average person, but I always tend to be a little bit on the healthy side of the middle. Mm-hmm. And, I make things that I think people really enjoy on a mass scale. And, I've always found over the years that people respond to what I like. So,
well, it's always wonderful having you on our radio show. And if you want to go, of course, and go on the web, it's called bananawave.love, which is a fantastic thing. Bananawave.love. Go there. Go to Amazon. Buy some of them. You'll be so thrilled. We're going to be working with the Banana Wave people. I know we're going to come up with a lot of other things, but thank you so much, Steve. You're always such a joy. And say hello to Julie. I've yet to meet her, but we're going to have that. Maybe we'll do that next time.
As soon as this is over, I'll bring her over.
Okay. Thank you so much,
maybe
Steve.
Maybe next time we'll have her on the radio. And again,
that's what maybe we'll just have her on the radio if we can't do this other. But thanks so much. I can't wait to get some more of this. Okay. Bye, Steve.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Thank you.